That is a very big shout out to being the best one I've created in this series yet. As I'm 28 cocktails in now to creating my 100 brand new rum cocktails, I wanted to start sort of experimenting with different products, different brands, with different alternative ingredients that you probably wouldn't have had, definitely wouldn't have had 50, 60, 70 years ago when you were making rum cocktails. So this cocktail right here, this has got two very quirky ingredients in it. I'm willing to bet one of them you probably never would have thought of using before, but the main rum, it's really interesting how it's made. Hey rum friends, my name's Steve the Barman, bartender of over 30 years, rum lover for God knows how long. Here on this channel, we did deep dive into rum for a good sort of 4 years or so just after COVID, but now I'm on a mission to create 100 brand new rum cocktails for my rum cocktail book that I'm self-publishing in 2027. So if you like the sound of that, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I'd love you to join me on my journey. Right, so I have called this cocktail Turtle Recall. Genius. Now that is a nod to the brand here, Hawksbill. They're all about saving turtles. I will have done a live stream now in the membership community a couple of weeks ago talking all about this. And also remember, look, I'm going to buzz through the ingredients now. I'm going to talk you through alternatives and all that after I've made the drink, just in case you haven't got any of the brands. If you want the recipe, that'll be in the description below, along with loads of discount codes to give you like 10 and 15% off a lot of the brands I work with. So dive in the description below. Right, first off, this is mango peel rum, 30ml, 1 ounce. And then just going to sort of bolster that a little bit with my overproof, it's a British scratch rum, Funk Drop from Dropworks, just 15ml, half an ounce. Now I'm going to do what I like to do. We like to build the sour element of our cocktails first. So the rum, the citrus and the sweetness. So lime juice this time, just going for 20ml, not the normal sort of 30, just 20. And just a very quick shout out. If you like the idea of bottled citrus, remember this is just 99.9% citrus, tiny bit of antioxidant that's in every bottle of wine. People like me, it keeps in your fridge for easily 2 months. If you think that's a lot, a litre, Master of Mixes, the sister brand to Finest Cool and Riel, have sent me all the little bottles, which are designed for you home bartenders. So there'll be a discount code in there to get 10% all this. But there you go, look, little half bottles of lime juice, sugar, strawberry, you name it, it's all there just for you home bartenders. And yes, the citrus is the same that's in the Finest Cool, but the sugars are slightly adapted for the home consumer market. Right, next ingredient, agave. Now I like to use agave just instead of like a demerara syrup or something like that. But I don't want too much, just going for 5ml of my agave nectar or agave syrup. And the rest of my sweetener is actually coming from a ginger syrup again. All right, so this is lovely and feisty, but I'm just going for 10ml. So I've got 15ml in total of syrup. Now that was this sour element of my cocktail done. 5 ingredients. We've got 2 rums, we've got the lime juice, and then we've got 2 syrups. So we've done the sour, the daiquiri, if you like. Now we're just going to build out the cocktail, which is actually really easy because it's just one ingredient, and I'm going for a yuzu liqueur this time, and I'm just going for 15ml, and that is the cocktail. So I'm just going to shake it up and then we'll serve it. Quick shake done. Then we're just going to strain it into this lovely glass, again from Urban Bar. Discounts in the description below. Look at that. I know I use this word a lot, incredible. I need to come up with different adjectives. I don't know what they are. I didn't do very well at English at school. Descriptive words, let's just call them that. But that is goddamn absolutely incredible. That is a very big shout out to being the best one I've created in this series yet. That is absolutely, truly incredible. And it works so well because it's flipping hot in here today and it's super refreshing and super vibrant. Oh my God, that is a stunner, an absolute stunner. Do you know what? If I literally wasn't going out to get a coffee after this, I would absolutely demolish that right now and then make a second one and probably a third one, because I could have a proper session on those. The mango in that rum is absolutely delicious, to die for, complemented by that yuzu, that big, bold, fresh yuzu. You get this sort of funky note, the higher ABV note, not overshadowing it at all. It's just sort of there subtly in the background. But I love the addition of that. I'm not going to say I pick out the agave, but you definitely pick out the ginger. That ginger and yuzu and that ginger and mango works so well. But it's just that a touch of agave, that sort of richness that just elevates that. That is, wow. Easily the best of my 28 so far. That's just fantastic. So rums and stuff. What happens if you haven't got these brands? Well, this, as I say, the membership community will have had a live stream on this a couple of weeks ago. And at the time of filming, that's actually coming in 2 days' time. So you kind of get the idea of where I am with filming these. But essentially, just see this, without going any deeper, just see this as a mango rum. Could you use a white or a slightly aged rum with some mango syrup? Yes. Have you got mango liqueurs? Possibly, yes. You know, you can adapt. As long as you've got that rum note, you can adapt and do other things. I would love, we don't get it here in the UK, but I would love Giffard, for example, their mango liqueur. I think that would work really well. Tried it in Germany, BCB Berlin, but we don't get it in the UK market. So it's a different style of mango liqueur, but you could kind of do that sort of thing with it. But there are other mango rums here in the UK. This is just very different because of how it's made. Now, the overproof rum, this is interesting because would Ray Nephew work here? I don't think it would, because then you start to overshadow Ray Nephew Jamaican. You get those funky note, rum fire, worthy overproof. You know, you start to get those big, bold Jamaican notes, and that's not necessarily what I wanted for this cocktail. That said, I haven't tried it. It might work, but these British scratch rums are a very different style of funk. Now, they have got an element of funk, but they're not high ester funk bombs like overripe, fruity funk bombs that the Jamaican overproofs are. But they do add a touch of higher proof ABV, which you like. So that's going to be a slightly tricky one to that. But that said, I could pick off here in the UK, I dare say in the US as well, I could pick off probably at least 8 rum brands that do produce a higher ABV white unaged rum without it being like Jamaican style. Now, the yuzu liqueur, I think this is an interesting one. Yuzu, I think, is fast becoming like the flavour of the moment. You know, we've got yuzu sodas, we've got yuzu syrups, we've got yuzu liqueurs. I've seen yuzu tequila now. I've seen the yuzu gins coming out. You know, yuzu is gathering pace and it's delicious. It's super vibrant. It's a citrus that's not lemon. It's not orange. You know, it's not grapefruit. It's like a combination of sort of those kind of things. And it's just super, super delicious. I would say the big way to get it here in the UK is possibly, if you're not going to buy that, is possibly a yuzu syrup, and then bolster it with a tiny bit of rum or something like white and aged rum, vodka. You know, let's just be honest, like liqueurs are predominantly vodkas with fruit. So, you know, that's how a lot of these liqueurs, or neutral grain spirits, I should say, it's predominantly how a lot of liqueurs are made. Gin liqueurs, gin based. Rum liqueurs, rum based. Just says liqueur, vodka based. But yeah, there's so many ways that you can impart yuzu. As I said in a previous video, if you're lucky enough to live in an area where you've got fresh yuzus, crack on, but we're not going to have that here in the UK. And then ginger and agave syrups. Well, you know, ginger syrup is replicatable. Is that a word? Replicable. Is that the word? Replicable. Don't know. Correct me below. Replicable. With a I don't know, don't sound right. With a ginger liqueur and a bit of extra sugar, so you can kind of do that way. There's various different brands. I've got 3 different brands of ginger syrup here. Bristol, I've got a cracking ginger syrup. Monins is all right, to be fair, but it's not as feisty as Real and Bristol, so that's why I've kind of got those 2. And then agave. Look, here in the UK, we can get agave in any supermarket, in any health food shop. It's so easy to get. I love using agave. It's just an alternative to my Demerara sugar. So there we go. That's recipe number 28. If you want to go deeper on your rum journey, I would love you to join me in my rum community every month now. So this is YouTube. You'll see a join button on this video. You see a join button on the channel homepage. There'll be a link in the description as well. Every month I'm doing, or every week I should say, I'm doing a weekly live stream to the membership community now, whether it's rum tastings, whether I'm talking about something different I've got behind there, whether I'm answering questions, but we get sort of up close and your chance to sort of one-on-one interact, sort of thing like that. So every Wednesday we're doing a live stream at the moment. You're going to have a chance to help me create my cocktail book that I'm self-publishing in 2027. There's going to be a series of polls, your choice of cocktails, like which ones do you think I should include in the book. So all that's part of it. Plus you get a free PDF every single month, themed cocktail book. The first month was daiquiri, the second month was pina colada, and I've just published the dark and stormy cocktail book. So it's basically the backbones behind it, different rums, different alternatives sort of you can use there, and actually kind of variation riffs and interesting recipes for you to try. So the dark and stormy one, you've got 5, you've actually got 6 bonus, because it just fits nicely on a page, but you've got 6 recipes there, different dark and stormy variations. So if you like the sound of that, love you to come and join me. But if you don't want to do that, if you just want to watch another rum video, well, dive into that one that's on screen right now. Right. I'm going to put this in the fridge before I polish it off because I need to go and get a coffee. I'll see you next time. Cheers. Oh, Jesus Christ.